Welcome back to Future Moto Hub. Today, we are shrinking our perspective and focusing on something small, but incredibly mighty. We're taking a deep dive into the 2026 Honda Gorilla 125. This isn't just a miniature motorcycle, it's a lifestyle statement. Honda has resurrected a legend, but they haven't just dusted off the old blueprints. They've injected it with modern technology, a bigger heart, and that same playful spirit that made the original Z50 a cult classic. Let's find out if this little ape has a big bite. Let's start with the visuals, because honestly, that's what draws you in first. The 2026 Gorilla is immediately recognizable, but it's cleaner, sharper, and more premium than ever before. The first thing you'll notice is that massive, bulbous fuel tank. It's the signature design element, giving the bike its namesake stocky, powerful stance. Honda has done a fantastic job with the paint quality here. Depending on the colorway you choose, whether it's the nostalgic banana yellow, the striking pearl nebula red, or this matte access gray metallic we have here, the depth of the paint and the thick chrome-like stripes really pop. Moving down, you have the dual, chrome-finished exhausts. These aren't just for show, they provide a deep, thumping note that is completely unexpected from a 125cc engine. It gives the bike a big bike presence audibly. The chrome extends to the headlight bezel, the mirrors, and the fender rails, contrasting beautifully with the painted surfaces. The new 12-inch cast wheels are a massive upgrade. They're not only easier to maintain than the old wire-spoked wheels, but they also allow for a wider tire profile, which improves the stance and, as we'll get into, the handling. The bench seat is thick, plush, and finished in a durable, textured material that looks great and feels high quality. And that round LCD instrument cluster is a perfect nod to the past while embracing the future. It's minimalist, easy to read, and tells you everything you need to know without cluttering the handlebars. It's retro-cool, executed with modern precision. But the headline feature for 2026 is what's hiding inside that cute frame. Honda has retired the old 50cc and 70cc engines of the past. The Gorilla now officially joins the Grom family in terms of powertrain, featuring the reliable and ridiculously fun air-cooled 123cc single-cylinder 4-stroke engine. Now, let's talk about what that means for performance. With around 9.5 horsepower on tap, you might look at the spec sheet and think, that's it, but you have to remember, this bike weighs next to nothing. We're talking a curb weight of only about 104 kilograms, which is roughly 230 pounds. That power-to-weight ratio is the secret sauce. This isn't a bike designed to break speed records on the highway. This is a machine built for the urban jungle and the twisty back road. Thumb the start and yes, it's electric start only now, which is a welcome convenience, and you're greeted with that signature thumper idle. Pull in the light hydraulic clutch and other premium touch, click it into first, and you're off. The power delivery is smooth and linear. It pulls eagerly from a stop and loves to be revved out. You'll find yourself shifting through the 4-speed gearbox constantly, and that's the point. It's engaging. It makes you feel like you're going faster than you actually are. You can keep it pinned through corners without fear, carrying speed with confidence thanks to that low weight. You can filter through traffic with the ease of a bicycle, but with the style and sound of a real motorcycle. It tops out around 55 to 60 miles per hour, which makes it perfect for city commuting and suburban cruising, but you'll want to avoid high-speed interstates. The performance isn't just about the engine. Honda has seriously upgraded the bones of this bike to match the new power. Up front, you have beefy 31mm inverted forks. This is a massive upgrade from the conventional forks of the past. It not only looks incredibly cool and aggressive for a mini-moto, but it also provides much more precise handling and a more planted feel when you're braking hard into a corner. Out back, the twin shocks are preload adjustable, allowing you to dial in the ride for your weight or if you decide to carry a passenger. The combination of these suspension upgrades and the new 12-inch wheels means the Gorilla feels stable and composed. It doesn't have that twitchy, nervous feeling some smaller bikes can have. It holds its line, it flicks side to side with minimal effort, and it inspires confidence immediately. The braking system has also been modernized. Up front, a hydraulic disc brake with a 2-piston caliper provides ample stopping power. It's not grabby, it's progressive and strong. The rear disc, actuated by the left foot lever, is equally capable. It gives you that reassuring feel that when you need to stop, this little bike is going to stop right now. Let's talk about the ergonomics, because this is where the Gorilla truly shines as a usable motorcycle. The seat height is incredibly low, at just over 30 inches. What that means is that almost anyone can flat-foot this bike with ease. New riders will feel an instant sense of security, and experienced riders will appreciate being able to throw a leg over it in jeans and a t-shirt for a quick coffee run. The riding position is upright and relaxed. The handlebars are a nice, manageable rise, so you're not leaning forward in a sporty crouch, and you're not sitting straight up like a parade float. It's a perfect neutral triangle between the bars, the seat, and the pegs. The pegs themselves are centrally mounted, giving you a commanding feel over the chassis. It's comfortable enough for a couple of hours of putting around town without getting sore. And that bench seat, it's surprisingly spacious. It's officially a two-seater, so you can take a friend along for the ride. While you won't want to do a cross-country tour to up, it's perfect for a quick trip to get ice cream or to show a friend why you love this little machine so much. The passenger pegs fold away neatly when not in use, keeping those clean lines intact. So, you have the retro looks, the modern performance, and the go-kart-like fun factor. What does it cost to get into the 2026 Honda Gorilla 125? Honda has positioned this as a premium mini-moto, and the pricing reflects the quality of the components and the iconic nameplate. The expected manufacturer's suggested retail price is set to start around $4,200 to $4,400. Depending on your location and any destination charges. It sits slightly above the Grom in the lineup, justified by the premium touches like the inverted forks, dual exhaust, and that unique, heritage-inspired bodywork. That price point brings us to the unique selling points, because you might be thinking, why not just buy a Grom? That's a fair question. The Grom is a fantastic machine, a true hooligan bike, but the Gorilla is something different. Its unique selling point is its soul. It's not just a fun bike, it's a piece of motorcycling history that you can ride today. First, the heritage and style. The name Gorilla carries weight. It harkens back to the original Z50J Gorilla from the late 70s and 80s. A bike that has a massive cult following. Owning this is like owning a piece of that legacy, but with modern reliability. The styling is more distinct, more rounded, and more retro than the Grom's angular, aggressive look. It's for the rider who values vintage aesthetics but demands modern function. Second, the premium componentry. You're getting inverted forks, dual exhausts, and the higher level of fit and finish that sets it apart in the mini-moto segment. It feels more like a small custom bike than a mass-produced commuter. Third, the customization potential. Honda knows that people love to personalize their bikes. The Gorilla is a blank canvas. The market is already exploding with aftermarket parts. You can change the bars, the seat, add a luggage rack, or even go for a full-on scrambler or cafe racer look. The simple, robust engineering makes it a joy to work on. It's a bike you can make your own. Ultimately, the 2026 Honda Gorilla 125 isn't about being the fastest, the most powerful, or the most practical. It's about the feeling it gives you. It's the bike you'll find excuses to ride. It's the conversation starter at every gas station and coffee shop. It's a return to the pure, unadulterated joy of motorcycling, where the journey matters more than the destination. It's a bike that proves you don't need 100 horsepower to have 100% fun. For the city dweller, the nostalgic collector, or the rider looking for a second bike that puts a permanent smile on their face, the new Gorilla has arrived. Thanks for watching Future Moto Hub. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Let us know in the comments, would you take the Gorilla or the Grom? We'll see you on the next one.